Welcome! Thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about an automatic pool cover installation for fiberglass pools with a retainer and a flush lid. Today we'll be talking about the post-pour phase. Let's get started. You'll need the following tools. The first step is gathering your materials. Check to make sure you have 3 boxes and the cover, which may be packed in a bag or a box. In the boxes you'll find the cover pump and parts kit, the track, lead edge, drum and shims, the cover, and the mechanism and controller. Step 1. Mechanism assembly. Start by removing the lid and lid brackets you installed in the pre-pour phase. Install the channel plates for the mechanism and opposite end brackets as follows. Tilt the channel plate back and insert into the bracket. Install bolts into the UT under track holes of the bracket. Leave the bolt loose to allow for adjustment after the next step. Repeat the same process for the brackets on the back of the polymer box. Again, repeat the same process on the opposite end of the polymer box. Install the end casting on each of the drums with a 1/2-inch wrench, including a lock washer. Insert the drum into the non-motor end pedestal. Repeat this process on the motor end using the 4 supplied screws and flat washers to secure it with a 1/2-inch wrench or socket. Tighten all of the 1/2-inch nuts on the mechanism frame to help fit into the polymer box. Lower the assembled mechanism onto the hanger brackets. Ensure that each mounting bracket is straddling the proper hanger bracket. Loosely fasten the mounting bracket to the channel plate through the hanger brackets with bolts. Make sure to center the 6-inch drum between the front edge of the retainers. Once in place, tighten all the mounting hardware securely. Align the assembled unit side to side as illustrated. When it's properly aligned, tighten all the bolts. Clip the quick connect to the top of the motor, turning until you hear it click into place. Secure the bonding wire onto the lug and make sure it's tight. Step 2. Track installation. Remove the plastic that binds the track pieces together. Lay them out along the edge of the pool with the large channel facing into the pool. Do the same with the shims. You'll now place a pulley spacing housing into each end of the retainer on the non-mechanism end. They are side-specific. Align the edge of the track with the pulley housing. Measure the distance from the end of the first track and the end of the box. Add 1 inch and make your first cut. Please note, cut the track only at the end that goes into the polymer box. Maintain factory edges at the length of the track and at the pulley end. Countersink and file the track at each end in the area shown. File down any sharp edges inside the track channel. Install the splices with a set bolt. Insert the hex set head screw into the splice and tighten. Repeat the process on the other side. Please note, never assume that both sides of the pool will be the same length. Unwrap and unroll the cover behind the box with the mat side upward and unwind the rope. Thread the rope through the large channel of the track. Lead it into the end of the track. Wind the rope around the pulley and thread the rope through the back side. Repeat with the other side. Place the track into the retainer, making sure the pulley and splice stay in place. Push the track as far forward as possible. Starting at the pulley end of the track, insert wedges under the track using the rubber mallet to ensure each wedge is fully seated. Trim the last piece 1.5 inches shorter than the retainer. With a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill through the top of the retainer, track, and bottom of the retainer. Fasten the track to the retainer by pushing the locking pin in through the holes. Take the rope around the end pulley and draw it down to the other side. Run it through the 3 pulleys and pull all excess rope through. Take the end of the motor side rope and pull it through the first 2 pulleys, again pulling any excess rope through. Step 3. Cover installation. Insert adjustable dowels into each end of the lead edge and use the rubber mallet to make sure dowels are seated properly. Using the 11/64 inch drill bit, drill a pilot hole 3/4 of an inch in from the lead edge of the dowel to prevent it from coming out of the lead edge. Insert the screw to secure the dowel. Please note, you will only drill through the lead edge. Pull the black glider into the track about 1 foot and reinstall the guide feed. Install the glider bracket on the last hole of the bracket with a 1/2 inch nut. Starting on the opposite side of the previously assembled glider, slide the front edge of the fabric into the lead edge channel. Pull the fabric taut and slide the lead edge until it reaches the glider bracket. Insert the glider bracket into the appropriate slot and slide the lead edge in as far as possible. Insert the lead edge screw and screw cover through the lead edge channel into the front end of the cover. Then pull all slack into the middle. With the lead edge screw and screw cover in place, insert the remaining glider bracket into the lead edge dowel in the same slot as you did on the opposite side. Feed the glider and the cover into the track while gently pulling on the rope. With both corners of the cover in the track, install the guides. Fasten the guides into the track with the supplied hardware. Insert the remaining cap screw into the back end of the guide and fasten together with a nut. Adjust the lead edge until it's parallel by gently pulling on the appropriate rope. When you're satisfied with the position, measure the rope 8 to 10 feet from the front edge of the box and cut each rope in the same place. Tie knots at the end of the ropes and insert them into the appropriate side of the rope reel. Now, at the keypad, enter the default code 1234 and then the Enter button. With one installer holding the ropes, push the Close button, pulling the ropes into the rope reel until there is no more slack. Make sure that it's feeding into the guide feed smoothly on both sides. Once the lead edge bar reaches the end of the pool, fold over the excess fabric so you can secure it to the drum. Position the fabric so that it overhangs the end of the drum by about 2 inches. Using the stainless steel screws provided, secure the fabric to the drum in the pre-drilled holes. The first 18 inches of fabric should have no slack. For the next 18 inches, allow about 1.5 inches of slack. It's important to keep both sides symmetrical as you do this, so evenly distribute any excess slack so that the center of the cover is taut. Use the controller to open the cover enough to take up the extra length of cover loosely around the tube. Open the cover completely. To install the filler strips, insert them into the opening of the retainer and tap into place with a rubber mallet until flush, cutting them into the same length as the retainer. Assemble the lid seam support bracket and lid lock components. Reinstall and level the lid bracket arms. Place the lid on the lid brackets, pushing toward the non-motor end and underneath the lid lock bracket. Finally, insert the lid end. You have now successfully completed the post-pour portion of the automatic pool cover installation for fiberglass pools with a retainer and flush lid. Should you have any additional questions, please give us a call Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 800-878-5789 and ask for technical support. Thanks again from all of us at Automatic Pool Covers.